Hello everyone, I hope you all are well. And in my previous video I have done till question number 5 of exercise 1.4. In this video I am going to solve question number 6 and question number 7, which is quite lengthy also, and you need to understand it properly in order to solve it in the exam. So let us start question number 6. Read it in your book. Question number 6, exercise 1.4, page 26. In a class test, plus 3 marks are given for every correct answer and minus 2 marks are given for every incorrect answer, and no marks for attempting any questions. Radhika scored 20 marks if she has got 12 correct answer. How many questions has she attempted incorrectly? So the first part of question is about Radhika, and it is saying that marks for one correct answer is how much? Plus 3. Plus 3. So she scored she attempted how many correct answer? 12 correct answer she has given. So marks given for 12 correct answer. She has corrected 12 correct answer she has attempted. So how much marks she has scored? 3 into 12 is how much? 36. Now Radhika scored how many marks? How much marks? Radhika scored 20 marks. It is given in the question, and for correct answer she has got 36. She has scored 20. It means some marks might be deducted for the wrong answer. Therefore, what you will write? Therefore, marks. If you are writing therefore, no need to put the dots. Therefore, marks obtained for one incorrect answer is how much? For incorrect answer, how much marks she must have obtained? For incorrect answer, 20 marks she has scored, and for correct answer it was 36. So it means she has got minus 16 marks for attempting wrong answer. And you know marks for one incorrect answer was minus 2. So number of questions, therefore number of incorrect answer will be how much? Minus 16 she has got, and for 1 marks it is how much? Minus 2. So minus 16 divided by minus 2 is how much? 8. Therefore Radhika attempted 8 incorrect answer. Therefore Radhika attempted 8 incorrect answer. I hope you all have understood. Marks for one correct answer was 3. She has attempted 12 correct answer. It means she has got 36 marks. But at the end she scored 20 marks only. It means some marks might be deducted for wrong answer, which we have calculated. 20 minus 36, that is minus 16. Marks for each one incorrect answer is minus 2. It means how many answers she must have attempted wrong? 8. Minus 16 divided by minus 2, that is 8. This is for Radhika. Same you can write for this. The second part of the question, Mohini scores minus 5 marks in the test. Though she has got 7 correct answers, how many questions has she attempted incorrectly? Again you have to find out the number of questions she has attempted incorrectly. So second part of the question, marks for each correct answer was 3 only, and how many questions she has attempted correctly? I think 7. Yes, 7 correct answer. So marks given for 7 correct answer is 7 into what you will do? 7 into 3. That is 21. And Mohini scored how much marks? Mohini scored minus 5 marks. As here we have written Radhika scored minus 20 marks. The same way we are writing Mohini scored minus 5 marks. Therefore, marks obtained. How many marks she must have obtained for incorrect answer? Again, you will subtract it from the mark she scored, that is minus 5, and this correct answer minus 5 minus 21, that is minus 26. Again, marks for one incorrect answer is minus 2. Therefore, number of incorrect questions or answers, number of incorrect answer will be minus 26 divided by minus 2. This will be 13. Therefore, Mohini attempted 13 incorrect answer. Again, I am going to tell you that for each correct answer the marks was 3. Therefore, she has attempted 7 correct answer. It means she scored 21. But at the end she has scored minus 5 marks. It means how many more marks she has been deducted, so that the answer is minus 5 is coming. So you need to add that minus 5 minus 21, that is minus 26. For each incorrect answer it is minus 2. So number of incorrect answer will be minus 26 divided by minus 2, that is 13 incorrect answer. This is a lengthy solution. You need to do it in your copy, note down in your copy. Then we will do the question number 6, that is the last question of this exercise as well as the last question of this chapter. With this we will complete exercise 1.4 as well as chapter 1 integer. Now the last question, an elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meter per minute. If the descent starts from 10 meter above the ground level, how long will it take to reach minus 350 meter? Earlier also I told you that above the ground we consider as positive and below the ground we consider as negative. So the lift was here. It was at 10 meter above the ground, and it is moving with the speed of 6 meter per minute and reached to minus 350 meter with the speed of 6 meter per minute. So how much distance it is covered? How much distance is covered? Total, this side 350 and this side 10. So total how much distance? 360. So how will you write? 10 minus 350. Therefore 10 plus 350, that is 360 meter. This is how you write. So let us start writing with the solution. Question number 7. Total distance covered by the lift. Total distance covered by the lift is how much? You will write 10 minus 350. So this will be 10 plus 350, that is 360 meter. Now the speed was 6 meter per minute. It means distance covered in 1 minute is how much given? Distance, or instead of distance you have to write time. You can write time taken to cover 6 meter is how much, because you have to find the time. That is why I am writing in terms of time. Time taken to cover 6 meter is how much? 1 minute, because it was given that 6 meter per minute. So in 1 minute it is covering 6 meter. Time taken to cover 6 meter is 1 minute. Time taken to cover 1 meter. Unitary method you all know, that is 1 by 6 minute. Then time taken to cover, how much time we need to cover 360 meter, because we have to find that the time when it reaches the distance of minus 350 meter below the ground. So time taken to cover 360 meter will be how much? 1/6 into 360. So 6 ones are 660. This will be 60 minute, or you can also write 60 minute is equals to how much? 1 hour. So I hope you all have understood that how will you do this. First of all, you will find out the total distance, then time taken to cover 360 meter, which is 60 minute, that is equals to 1 hour. With this we have completed the chapter as well as the exercise. Then in my next video I will start the next chapter. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.